Hi, I'm Graham, the Insights Manager at finder.com.au. Now, we just saw the RBA cut the cash rate again today for the second time. This is the first time we've seen two back-to-back cuts in over a decade. Last month, we looked at 4 things to watch in the housing market, but what's changed since then and what's in store in the future, here are our 4 housing market updates for July 2019. So what happened since the last rate cut? Well, as you know, last month the RBA cut the interest rate by 25 basis points. Now, the bank is not obliged to pass the full cut on to all customers, and indeed some didn't. We looked at the average cut across 1,500 products in the market, and it was only 22 basis points, so they're keeping some back for themselves. Looking at the big 4, we saw NAB and Combank be the good guys and pass on the full rate cut to their customers. However, we saw Westpac only pass on 20 basis points and ANZ only passed on 18. So keep an eye on your rate this time around. Second thing is what's happened to the auction clearance rate. This is the percentage of products on the market every week that actually sell in capital cities across Australia. It dropped fairly low over recent weeks, but it has recovered, and as you can see on the screen, it is still continuing to look positive. So things look good there for the housing market. So what's happened to house prices? Well, this is the main metric of health in the housing market. They've been going down steadily for a year now, and they've just started to bounce back in Melbourne, Sydney, and oddly in Hobart. Just 0.1% in Sydney, 0.2% in both Melbourne and Hobart. Now, these are off the back of nearly 10% drops in the eastern capitals, so it's a very slow bounce back. Is this a blip on the graph, or is this the beginning of a recovery? Is this the bottom of the market? We're going to have to watch and wait and see. So what's next? Could we see more cuts coming from the RBA? Well, 4 in 10 of the economists we survey every month are currently saying they expect the rate to fall again to 0.75%. So they're saying 1 more cut, and just over a quarter are saying the rate will drop to 0.5. So they're saying 2 more cuts. So there's definitely cuts on the way. The question is when we're going to see them. So as the market stands, the average of variable rates, that's the average of products with variable in the name, is 5.17. That might look a little bit high because often banks will discount from those rates. If you look at just the rates of the lowest rate products on banks' books, at least 22 of them, they stand at the moment at 3.47%. That's what a good rate looks like in the market now. If banks pass on this second cut as much as they did the last cut, we could see a 0.22% drop in both of those rates. So we could be looking at a good rate in the market getting closer to 3% and even lower in the months to come. So there's a couple of other things to watch that are important from this cut. One is how it will affect savings rates, and the second is, does this increase the chance of a recession in Australia? We have videos in production on both of those questions, which will be out soon. But in the meantime, you can track all of the home loan changes on Finder via the links below the video.